two-way doors versus one-way doors. The decision framework every creator CEO needs. Not every choice deserves an all-nighter. Learn which decisions to make in 60 seconds and which ones deserve a full week. You've spent 3 days agonizing over whether to change your product's price from $27 to $37. Meanwhile, you signed a year-long software contract in about 90 seconds because a sales rep was nice to you on a call. If that pattern sounds familiar, you're not bad at decisions. You're using the wrong amount of thinking on the wrong decisions. Amazon built a whole operating philosophy around this idea years ago, splitting choices into two-way doors, reversible, cheap to undo, and one-way doors, irreversible, expensive or impossible to undo. Most creators never learn the distinction, so they either bulldoze through decisions that deserved real caution, or they freeze for a week on a decision that cost nothing to test and reverse. This is the framework that fixes both problems, applied directly to the calls you make running a one-person storefront. Pricing, content, launches, and the products you decide to sell. Why creators default to treating everything like a one-way door? When you're the founder, marketer, designer, and customer support team all in one person, every decision feels personal, because it is. There's no VP of pricing to blame if a change flops. So your brain quietly inflates the stakes of even trivial choices to protect you from that imagined failure. The result is a creator who spends Tuesday night rewriting a product description for the 4th time while an actual one-way door, like agreeing to a lifetime access promise you can't financially support, gets approved in the time it takes to type "sounds good." The fix isn't more confidence. It's a 2-second sorting question you ask before every decision. If this goes badly, how fast and how cheaply can I undo it? The sorting question. Before deciding anything, ask, could I reverse this by tomorrow with no real cost? If yes, it's a two-way door. Decide now. If the honest answer is no, this is expensive, slow, or public, slow down and treat it like the one-way door it actually is. Two-way doors. The decisions you're allowed to make in 60 seconds. Most of what fills a creator's to-do list is reversible far more cheaply than it feels. Changing a price, swapping a cover photo, rewording a headline, testing a new content format for a week. None of these lock you into anything. If the new price tanks conversions, you change it back. If the new headline underperforms, you edit it again. The cost of being wrong is a few minutes of your time and maybe a slightly awkward week, not a burned relationship or a legal problem. Treat these like two-way doors because that's what they are, and give yourself permission to move fast. A useful habit. Whenever you catch yourself deliberating for more than a day on something from that left column, name it out loud. I've spent 3 days on a price change I could undo in 60 seconds. Saying it plainly usually breaks the spell. Ship the change, watch your numbers for a week, and adjust. This is exactly the muscle behind a good guide to fast iteration. Small, cheap, reversible moves stacked weekly beat one giant perfect plan launched twice a year. One-way doors. The decisions that actually deserve your caution. Now the flip side. Some decisions genuinely are expensive or impossible to undo, and creators often breeze past them precisely because they don't look dramatic in the moment. A refund policy you announce publicly and then walk back looks worse than never promising it. A guarantee like lifetime updates included locks in a cost you'll be paying years from now with zero additional revenue. Publicly partnering with a brand or another creator whose reputation later sours is not something a follow-up post quietly undoes. These are the moments that deserve a real pause, a night of sleep, or a second opinion, not because they need to take longer by default, but because undoing them costs real trust, real money, or both. You're making a promise to customers that's hard to walk back publicly. Lifetime access, guaranteed results, permanent pricing. The decision involves someone else's name, brand or reputation alongside yours. Reversing it would mean refunding, recontacting, or apologizing to people who already said yes. It involves a legal or financial commitment that outlasts a single sales cycle, a contract, a hire, a long lock-in. Your gut reaction is relief that no one's really watching this decision closely. That's usually a signal it deserves more scrutiny, not less. Applying it to the launch itself. Opening your store is a two-way door. Here's the reframe that trips up the most new creators. They treat launching at all like the one-way door, when it's almost always the cheapest, most reversible decision on the whole list. You don't need a perfect product, a full catalog, or a polished brand before you go live. You need one offer and a place to sell it. If it doesn't sell, you learn something in days instead of guessing for months, and you adjust the price, the pitch, or the product itself, all two-way moves. The actual one-way door hiding underneath is waiting. Every month you delay opening a store is a month of momentum, feedback, and revenue you cannot get back, and that's a cost with no undo button. Waiting for the perfect launch is the one irreversible decision most creators make without realizing it. You can't get the delayed months back. This is exactly why store.fan is built to get a real, sellable page live fast. Create your store, connect Stripe or a PayPal email so Apple Pay and Google Pay work automatically, and put one link, store.fan your name, into your bio. Delivery is automatic on both digital downloads and course access, so the moment someone pays, they get a secure link on screen and by email without you lifting a finger. If you want to see the whole thing assembled before you commit to your own layout, a live example store shows exactly what a finished page looks like. A worked example. The pricing decision that felt like a one-way door but wasn't. Say you're selling a $19 template and you're nervous about testing $29 because what if people get mad they paid less last week? Run the sort. Can you reverse a price change? Instantly, with no customer-facing announcement required. Does raising the price for new buyers affect anyone who already bought at $19? No. Past sales are locked in at what people actually paid. So this is a clean two-way door. Raise it, watch conversion for a week, and if sales drop off a cliff, drop it back to $19 the same day. Compare that to a genuine one-way door version of the same scenario. Publicly announcing price goes up forever next Friday, buy now or pay more later to create urgency, then quietly not raising it. That's the move that costs you trust the next time you try real urgency, because now your audience has learned your deadlines are decorative. Two-way. Testing a new price on new customers going forward. Two-way. Adding a discount code for a launch week, set to expire automatically. One-way. An urgency deadline you announce publicly and then don't honor. One-way. Promising a specific outcome or result rather than a specific product. Speed test. For any decision under $100 in downside and reversible within a week, give yourself a 10-minute timer, not a 3-day debate. Decisions that pass that bar and still feel scary are usually about ego, not risk. Ship it. Building the habit into how you actually run your store. The framework only works if it's a habit, not a one-time realization you nod along to and forget by Thursday. Put the sorting question somewhere you'll actually see it. A sticky note on your monitor. A recurring calendar reminder, whatever sticks. Before any decision that's stalling you, ask the reversibility question first, then act accordingly. Fast decisions on two-way doors free up your actual judgment for the handful of one-way doors a month that deserve it. The partnership, the guarantee, the pricing model change that affects your whole catalog at once. If you're unsure whether a specific store.fan setting is reversible, a theme, a discount code, a custom checkout field, the FAQ covers most common questions, and contact support directly if you're weighing something bigger, like switching your whole pricing structure or moving from one-time products into a membership. The creators who move fastest aren't the ones with the best instincts for every single decision. They're the ones who stop spending one-way door energy on two-way door problems. Sort first, then act. Most of what's keeping your storefront stuck isn't a hard call at all. It's an easy call you've been treating like a hard one. Fix the sorting, and the speed follows naturally. For more frameworks like this one, the blog has additional guides on pricing, launches, and the mindset shifts that actually move revenue, not just your to-do list. Key takeaways. A two-way door is any decision you can undo in minutes or days at low cost. Make those fast on your own. Without a committee of one debate, a one-way door is any decision that's expensive, slow, or impossible to reverse. Those deserve real research, a cooling-off period, and sometimes outside input. Most creator decisions that feel like one-way doors, pricing, page copy, product order, are actually two-way doors wearing a scary costume. The real one-way doors are usually about trust, refund policy, how you handle a customer's data, or burning your name on a bad public promise. Sorting decisions correctly, not making every decision perfectly, is what actually compounds into a faster-moving business. Start your creator store, free, at store.fan.